Hello, Bidare, to the stream. Kasi stream lang. Depende kung gaano kahaba arnod. Ay ko nga natin sa Hello, Bidareds. Basta, nag-pull ka ba kay Arlecchino? O skip ka rin? Gaya ko. O ay dakilang skip Arle. Sakto. Ito na tayo. Ito na. Nung kahanting ako ng di Marichu. Pinibigay Marichu. Yung gusto ko ng Marichu. Puro Golden True. Okay, well, okay lang. Oh, mabibuild ko si si facial tsaka si baby.
Order guide you.
Umbrella warfare, I guess.
Patay.
Feeling
Kalulu. Pala mag
shower me with praise. Let my name echo in song. Hard-hitting exclusive fire. Well,
This is order.
cha. Watch out. Coming at ya.
ano ba kahirap HP? Gusto pala ako i-claim. Lang, gusto ko na papakinggan to. Para sa akin yun, therapeutic.
Strike up. Time to shine. True bomb. Umbrella warfare, I guess. Attack!
Order guide you.
Yeah. This one's got your name on it. Hiya. Cha.
Therapeutic. Alik!
Rubber sender from Messina with love.
Crumble! This is order.
Coming at ya. Watch out.
Ay.
Oh.
Kaso nakaano ako sa Y. Nakaano nga pala ako sa YouTube. Medyo pangit pa. Premium.
Smile. Time to shine. Truth bomb. A rubber sender from Messina.
I will have order.
Feeling lucky.
Is lang magpuna-converse ni Nabi. Kapag kay Jong Lila. Sabi nga kailangan Albedo, sige. Tama na yun. Jong Lilang sa kalam.
Strike a pose. Say cheese.
Hanggang ngayon sinasabi ko pa rin yun.
Breaking news. Let the world
Galit na galit ako sa info.
fire. Well,
Ang best Geo kay
Solidify. This is order.
kay Nabi at kay Albedo. Nasalay.
umbrella warfare, I guess.
Nasalay.
Ah,
I mean, sure, mas doon.
this one's got your name on it.
Wala kasi yung damage. That's still alive. Kung ang build ng Zhongli self-DP, it's totally pointless. Apa.
Smile. Time to shine. Hard hitting it. Attack.
I will have order.
Feeling lucky. Umbrella warfare, I guess.
Kaya talaga ako bigyan ng HP. Marichu. Akte. Ang HP ayop. Ito, mukhang palitin to. Trade?
Hoy, may Pokemon!
36. HP na may. Yun ko pala muna yun. Ilis muna din. Kasi baka hindi kalimut.
Umbrella warfare, I guess. This one's got your name on it. Hiya!
Bobo nung archer na yun. Man lang tiningnan lang sinabi Binasag yung turret. Okay. Oh, man. Sumik. Browse lang pa.
That's close enough. Stabilize.
Shower me with praise. Hold that pose.
I'll be back. You want this? You want this one?
Feeling lucky? Hey there! Feeling lucky?
Solidify. This is order.
Ay gago, tumakbo yung is. Pasok ka dyan. Yung isang ko. Shit. Wala pala. Walang kwenta. Dapat kanina pa ako kaninang amang naglalay. Grabe. Kasi hindi.
Sunglasses are great
Tamad
at
ako
keeping the sand out of your eyes so you can see your way.
Tamad ako
Except
Matulog
at night.
na ako.
Then you can't see anything at all. Quick, look! Up in the sky! Look at that scorching sun! It's like a blast furnace! You know what this means? It means we have to drop everything right now and make a run for the ice cream store. We need to get 2 of the biggest cones they sell, and then it's an all-out race to see who can finish before it melts. Ah!
Pero sumatake sila.
Astra Abbott. Thank you for complete. Ad Astra. This realm is.
Ay, 10 na to? Basic. Yan na pala to. Di madali.
If you ever have.
Di nice. 10 yung total furnishing eh. Bukas mambubuwisita tayo.
I really want to go traveling. I don't mind where we go, as long as I have my friends with me.
Grabe. Stream na. Joke lang. Gagi, nag-i-streaming hours sa Genshin. Tapos end stream ang gusto. Tatamad ako. Pero ano kasi, may balak ako panooring anime. Hahanapin ko pa nga lang. Abang ano? Kasing ano? Wala. Wait, nasan yung isa pa? May isa pa akong... Dito siya. Kulang pala ako nito. Dragon. Ramen. Na lang. So, ano talaga? Or, ayan. Na lang. Okay. Tama yun. Gusto ko man gawin to. Ay hindi, gawin ko to this update. Kasi, chick si Chiori eh. Tak. Kailangan natin gawin yung kay Arlecchino. Ang rason ko, tapos liligawan pa na. Ikaw pa tayo ng typhus. Nagawa natin. Kaso. Galing, may malabas na.
Hey, traveler, Paimon.
Oh, Paimon knows that voice.
Boy, may Pokemon!
Over here.
Siyempre, autoplay.
To borrow one of the more popular turns of phrase at the moment, this appears to be quite the fated reunion. Running into you two out of the blue like this has really made my day. I certainly wasn't expecting it.
You can say that again. What brings you to Poisson? Wait,
Poisson.
Paimon's got it. You must be here for one of your magic shows, right?
Actually, we've run into a bit of trouble on the home front, so Father arranged for us to stay in Poisson for the time being.
Oh, are Lynette and Fremine here too?
Yep, along with most of the other members of the House of the Hearth. You may have noticed Poisson seems a bit more crowded than usual.
So you're saying nearly the entire organization has moved to Poisson? Sounds like you've run into way more than just a bit of trouble. What's really going on?
Well...
Since the two of you are so curious, perhaps I can fill in the gaps.
Creepy.
This
Intimidating.
Paimon has a
Scary.
guess.
Father, you're here.
You know, on second thought, maybe we don't need to know. It's all probably super confidential House of the Heart stuff, right? We totally weren't trying to pry or anything.
No
Takot na
need to
takot
be
si Paimon.
nervous. I could sense your genuine concern from your conversation just now. Of course, I can also understand your confusion. Sending so many Fatui here to Poisson, it's only natural that some might suspect an ulterior. I understand. I'm well aware you've had your fair share of confrontations with the Fatui in the past, and I can't exactly guarantee that we'll remain on good terms in the future. As for right now, however,
Not gonna lie,
I would say we have little reason to be at odds, wouldn't you agree? The House of the Hearth could stand to be more open with
Si
those who have
Arle
worked so
kasi.
closely with us in the
Medyo
past.
kakaiba si Arle
As
sa
for the issue at hand,
previous
well,
Harbinger.
it hardly relates
Kaya
to any ulterior
naging mabait
motive.
lang tayo
To be
dati.
frank, it all stems from a certain rumor circulating around the House of the Hearth. It's an internal matter.
What sort of rumor?
A rumor that a certain phantom child is hiding away in the House of the Hearth.
A phantom child? Ooh, just hearing the name is giving Paimon the creeps.
A spirit that should have long ceased to exist is lurking in the shadows of the House of the Hearth. So I decided to bring the children to Poisson before continuing to investigate the situation. I expect I should be able to track down the spirit fairly quickly. After that, it's just a matter of resolving the situation, if you will. It shouldn't be much trouble at all. If you're curious, or if you still have some concerns, it might be advisable to stick around for a few days. I'm sure the children would be exceedingly pleased to welcome some visitors. Lenny, I'll leave you to entertain our guests. I have some matters to attend to.
Of course, Father. It has long been a dream of mine to invite you to our home and introduce you to my other siblings. You're quite
Wait,
well
wait.
known in the organization already. A lot of people have been talking about you, especially after everything with the prophecy. If you're willing, why don't you stay a while and have a little chat with us?
Alright. We don't have anything else to do right now anyway. But let's be clear, we're just gonna be there as guests, okay? Don't get any funny... Oh, wait a second. For your guests, that probably means we'll be treated to lots of yummy food, right?
Of course. During our stay in Poisson, we've been helping out the locals with some fishing. We bring in quite the bounty every day. In fact, today's the perfect chance for me to show you what I can do in the kitchen. Let's go. I'll take you to where we're staying.
Sabi na nung spoil ako sa story. Ano eh.
We rented this house from one of the locals to use as a temporary base. I'll come back later and tidy up a bit. After that, it should be all ready for you to stay in tonight.
Awesome, thanks! So, where are we off to now?
Well, when I happened to run into you two earlier, I was actually in the middle of distributing some supplies. With this many people staying in Poisson, we have to bring in outside supplies every now and then. I should probably make sure the rest of these provisions get delivered, otherwise people might start to get antsy.
Okay, we'll come with. There are all sorts of rumors about your organization floating around out there. Paimon's not sure if she could even take a wild guess as to what's true and what's not. But now that we finally have the chance to see a day in the life of the house, we can take a good look at how you operate!
Well, you're more than welcome to come along. Just follow me.
My time with Espina has taught me that carrying an unreliable weapon is worse than not carrying one at all. really want to go traveling. I don't mind where we go, as long as I have my friends with me.
Kapangahan na natambay. Kanina pa nga, tapan. Nasabi ko na nga ba? Mukha kasi kung pagkain.
Oh.
Paparin kasi kung pag... Kaya palang
Linny! We're finally here. The supplies. I'm assuming you've...
Brought them with me? Yep, here you go. Hello? Something caught your eye?
It's the Traveler in Paimon!
No way! Come here, everyone! Hurry! The Traveler and Paimon are here!
you're all
One
Fatui.
at a time, please. Don't crowd around them all at once. We don't want to scare off our guests now, do we?
Oh, it's alright! Gotta say, Paimon didn't realize we were this famous. Of course! Father and Linny have told us so much about you.
Father told us about how you helped Linny. According to her, you're a trustworthy friend. And as far as she's concerned, that's pretty much the highest compliment we've ever heard her give. As you can imagine, everyone's been very curious about you.
I heard the Traveler is so strong that he can move a mountain with his bare hands.
Gago.
I heard Paimon eats so much
True.
she can clean out the entire pantry at Hotel Tabor in just 3 days.
True.
Wait a second! That's the rumor you heard about Paimon? Oh, not cool at all! Oh, wait. When guests visit, you're supposed to give them gifts and stuff, right? Oh, we don't need something like that. Besides, we don't have anything to give to you. Come on, we insist. I can give you some of my new potions. Just pick your poison. And by that, I mean medicine or actual poison. I've got both. Huh? Or maybe Shaplo can teach you guys about stealth. He's super good at it. He's never been caught.
Ah, now that's not a bad idea. I know you usually prefer to fight head-on, but it never hurts to expand your bag of tricks, right? When it comes to eliminating your enemies, staying quiet can go a long way. Trust me, I would know. I was poisoned not too long ago, and I'm still dealing with the after effects. So I'm not quite as good as I was before, but I can still give you some pointers.
Wait, when you said gifts, Paimon didn't think you meant poison and stealth tactics. But those are the best things we can give you. You don't like them? Ooh, how about this? Tell me the name of someone who really annoys you, and we'll teach
They
you a
look.
lesson for you.
They look. They look annoys me.
All right, Fold, sell
Kapag
ball.
ano,
I
umuwi
think
siya
that's
sa
enough suggestions
banner,
for now.
sa standard,
When it comes to being a
sa
good
ano,
host, it's the
sa
thought that
50-50. They look,
You
aba,
don't need a physical gift to
patayin
make
na
our
natin sa
guests
Diluc.
happy. In fact, pestering them with suggestion after suggestion
Balik
will
natin
make
siya
them
kapag
more
C6
annoyed
na
than
siya.
anything.
Break natin siya
I
kapag
would
ano
say
na.
your enthusiasm has
Napul ko
certainly
na
gotten
si...
across.
Really?
Pag napul ko na lahat ng target ko. For Genshin, first phase, basically yung Cryo Archon.
Awesome!
Cryo Archon
It's
most
been
likely
so
yung huling
long
pull ko
since
eh.
we've had guests to
Kung
buy
hindi
in.
si
If
Columbina.
there's anything you need, just let us know.
Or si Pulcinella.
Yeah,
Actually, Pulcinella.
especially if it's poison or something. I've got all sorts of potions for that.
Well, we'll talk to you all later. We've still got supplies to distribute.
All right, see you later.
Bye! Lenny, about all that poison and stealth tactics talk just now.
Scared you, did it? That kind of talk comes with being part of the House of the Hearth. When Foltz was really young, he strangled all of his family pets, just out of curiosity. He
Scary!
was labeled a dangerous problem child and was abandoned by his family. Elwar has an unnatural obsession with potions. Father has forbidden her from trying all the different concoctions she comes up with, but she still tries to test them in secret. You really have to keep an eye on that one. Chaplot is around my age. While I'm mainly responsible for collecting intelligence, he handles surveillance. He's very passionate about his work and has
So
no
basically,
reservations about taking on some very
o diba?
difficult missions.
Pandak lang talaga yung
I know you
characters
two
eh.
probably
Adult na
aren't used
sila.
to that kind of talk, but I can promise you they only had the best of intentions. Things like stealth tactics and developing different poisons, they really mean a
Tol,
lot
may
to them.
Pokemon!
They were just trying to share the best of what they could offer, that's all.
We know. I know. I mean, kung ako rin yun lang kaya ko ibigay. Siguro yun lang ang o-offer ko, di ba? Understandable. Huh?
Filial, supplies are here.
Thanks. And who are these two? Outsiders?
Allow me to introduce you. This is the Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, you're the famous duo I've been hearing so much about. It's nice to meet you. I heard you've traveled to all sorts of places. Is that true?
Of course!
Yes.
We're making our way all across to that!
Oh, good for you.
You must be pretty familiar with Fontaine by now, then. Have you seen the new opera that started running recently? I think it's called... The 4,000 Thieves?
Oh, this is the first we've heard of it.
It seems like it's going to be fantastic. From what I've been able to tell from the posters, anyway. You should definitely check it out if you have the time.
Oh, and there's The Blind Maiden, too. That one is supposed to have audience interaction. Seems pretty interesting. After this mission is over, I think I'll go get a manicure.
Oh, maybe I should dye my hair. Wonder how much it'll cost.
Is it just Paimon, or do these two seem much easier to get along with than the others? Looks like the House of the Hearth has some normal members after all.
I heard
Parang
that.
abnormal.
Oh! Oops.
I'm guessing you're referring to Foltz and the others? Yeah, we're definitely not all like them.
I bet those crazies are practically foaming at the mouth right now. I'm sure they just can't wait to get back to Snezhnaya to carry out the plan.
That's enough, Filial.
Don't talk about family members behind their back, right? Whatever. Let's go.
Guess this is goodbye then. If you ever have some time, we should go see the opera together.
Well, that's it for the supplies. We should probably head back as well.
Well, they didn't seem too happy with each other. Seems like there could be something more going on here. You're right. We're only here as guests after all. Oh, Linny's getting super far ahead. Come on, let's catch up.
So, what do you think of the members you've met so far? Well, Father is always encouraging us to be strong-willed and independent. So if there's one thing we've got, it's people who aren't afraid to speak their mind. Well, I should probably get cooking. Wanna join?
Of course!
Then let's head out and... Huh? Fremine? What are you doing here?
Fremine! Nice to see you again!
You too. I heard you're here as guests of House of the Hearth. Welcome.
We were just going to make some food. why don't you come along? I could use some help in the kitchen, and I seem to remember you mentioning you wanted to make seafood soup for the traveler in Paimon.
Seafood soup? Oh, Paimon's drooling already.
Were you looking for something just now, Fremine? Maybe I can help.
It's nothing. I just wanted to see if there were any extra supplies.
Yeah, we've got some left over. What do you need?
Some food and water, and some clean cloth, if possible.
No problem. Give me a second here. Food, water... Wait a minute. What do you need all of those for? You're not on any missions as far as I'm aware, and you were just going to come eat with us. So what's this all about?
I thought I'd grab an extra portion because I get hungry at night. Could be because I'm growing, you know? And...
Fremine, you remember what I told you? You're not like me. Your lying skills still need some work. Tell me what's going on. Is it really bad enough that you have to keep it from your own brother?
Maybe it'll be better if we gave them some space.
Bad enough, it has to be from father.
This is the first time I've seen that kind of look on your face.
Just follow me.
Wait. Taas.
You're back! Oh, and you've brought some friends with you this time.
Hello, my name's Linny. I grew up in the House of the Hearth. And you are?
Hi, Linny. I'm also a child of the House of the Hearth, just like you. You can call me Clairvy.
Clairvy?
It's nice to meet you. Does that name ring any bells, Linny?
No, not at all. That's not a name we have on our roster, I'm sure of it. What I'm not sure of, though, is how she managed to sneak in. She must be the phantom child Father's been searching for. From the looks of it, I'm guessing you were the one that found her, Fremine. You, haven't told Father, have you?
No, I haven't told anyone. I've just been keeping her hidden.
For how long?
About half a month.
Wow!
So ever since we got to Poisson, then, do you have any idea what you're doing?
I know what I'm doing.
Really? Because from where I'm standing, it looks like you're hiding the very person Father has been trying to find. If Father finds out about this, everyone involved is going to be punished. You know the rules of the house, Fremine. I know you do. Father doesn't tolerate any form of betrayal. So why are you doing this?
I've thought it through. And I just can't hand her over like that. Linny, don't you remember last year? Sheplo nearly died after getting poisoned during that one mission. He wasn't able to get back before the poison started taking effect, and not a single person was there to help him. That night, while I was sleeping, I heard a voice telling me to go save him. I opened my eyes, but I couldn't find the source of the voice. I thought maybe I was just hearing things, but I went to look for him anyway. Luckily, I got there with enough time to save his life. That feeling of being haunted, of hearing voices, it's happened many times in the House of the Hearth. I'm sure you've noticed.
So what you're saying is, that was her? She was the one who spoke to you that night?
Unless there are other spirits roaming around the House of the Hearth, I don't think there's any other possibility. If Clairvy were our enemy, it wouldn't matter whether she was a spirit or an actual child, I would have acted without a second thought, because that's what Father ordered us to do. But she's been living with us, helping us from the shadows all this time. I think that makes her family. I couldn't just hand her over to be dealt with. Not when there's so much we still don't know.
So what's your plan then? You can't keep her here forever. Someone is bound to find out eventually.
Yeah.
I haven't thought that far yet. I don't want to disobey an order from Father, but I also don't want to put Clairvy in danger.
Come with me. There are a couple things I'd like to say to you in private.
Those two sure care a lot about each other. Well, they got a funny way of showing it. From where Paimon was floating, it sure seemed like they were about to bite each other's heads off. No way! They have a really deep bond. I could tell right away, because I also have a friend like that. I just don't know how long that kind of bond can last. The darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine. No one can get out alive.
I'm sorry, Linny. I really didn't mean to drag anyone else into this.
Oh really? You didn't mean to? 'Cause I for one wish you did.
Huh? What do you mean?
You know, when we were younger, you didn't call me Linny. You called me brother, just like Lynette. We grew up together, the three of us. We were all orphans, all rescued by Father. Of all the siblings in the House of the Hearth, I think our bond was the closest. Later on, when you started calling me Linny, I wasn't actually surprised. After all, Lynette and I are related by blood. We've had to depend on each other to survive long before we joined the house.
Linny,
The darkest and most difficult moments of my life happened before you and I had ever met. I'm sure that's true for you as well. Even so, Fremine, we've stood by each other for all these years now, and to me, that means more than blood. You and Lynette are the most important people in my life. No one can replace you. So I won't let you face anything alone. Not if I can help it.
Oh, looks like things are getting kinda heated between Linny and Fremine. Maybe we should go check on them. Oh, it's raining. I should put my clothes away. Hey, you two! Hope we aren't interrupting anything. Like a fight, or... Oh, wait a minute, Fremine. You're not crying, are you? Is everything alright?
everything's fine. Thanks for asking.
Well, we're all friends here, right? We've been through so much together, so if there's anything we can do to help, just say the word.
It's just a small family dispute. It's not something our guests should trouble themselves with. In fact, it might be better if your stay ended here.
What are you getting at, Traveler?
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to escalate. That's what you're trying to say, isn't it? I just... Thank you. I was really hoping to keep you out of it. But even if I could think of some other reason to turn you away, I'm not sure I could convince you. I know things could turn dangerous, so I promise you this. From now on, I'll protect you like my life depends on it.
Me too.
Well, back to the matter at hand then. If we don't plan on handing Clairvy over to Father, then our only other option is to solve the mystery of her identity before Father is able to track her down. That means finding out where she came from and what she's doing here. Then we can send her on her merry way and pretend like none of this ever happened.
I've tried that already.
And?
And nothing. I tried taking her somewhere really far away, but after some time, she just reappeared. She even came with us all the way to Poisson. It seems like wherever the house is, she follows.
I don't know much about spirits.
Oy,
Do
may
you two have any
Pokemon!
ideas?
Let's see here. Paimon remembers hearing something like, if you fulfill a spirit's last wish before they died, they'll let go of whatever is keeping them here and return to the ley lines. Oh, it's just that Paimon doesn't really remember where she heard that, so it's not guaranteed to work or anything.
Well, sounds like it's worth a shot. Guess that means we should go ask her about her wish. But first, Fremine, I need you to promise me something.
What is it?
I need you to promise me that this will stay between the two of us. We're the masterminds behind this whole thing. No one else gets involved. Can you do that for me?
Of course. I promise.
All right. Then let's seal the promise just like when we were kids. Fist bump on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I swear.
Gago. Ayan pa. Ayan ang ano. Babe!
Whoa!
Lynette!
Teka, babe.
What a surprise!
Nakipag-date pa ako sa'yo. Teka lang.
What brings you here, dear sister? And, when exactly did you get here?
You're an idiot, brother. And you too, Fremine. You 3, Traveler. And you 4, Paimon.
Wait, what did we do?
I've seen Clairvy around the House of the Hearth before. I hadn't seen her in Poisson, so I figured she must not have come with us. But it turns out, you were just hiding her. I heard you talking about your plan. Rather than steering clear of the situation, I'd rather fully join in. If you don't agree, I'll have no choice but to report everything back to Father. Simple as that.
You're not giving us much wiggle room here, Lynette. Well, I guess we're all in this together then. After we talk to Clairvy, we'll figure out our next move. There's no time to lose.
Alam ko yung Lynette ko built na eh. Ayan. Diba, built na yun. Yeah, I need Kurt down. Pero kailangan lang. Work naman kasi sila. Ifo. Ito naman. Sa TM. Wala pala akong very na EM. Sorry, Lynette. Hindi pa kita mabibuild. PM na lang natin. Pero matagal-tagal. Sobrang tagal pa. Kasi nga, wala tayong ano. Kasi wala akong ano. Well, actually, pwede na to. Don't really... No issue. Build na lang kita EM. Tinet. Nahin na kita kaysa Kitching. Kasi si Kitching sobrang tagal. Sobrang tagal! Sana una ka pang code. Kirby.
I'm full. Thank you for bringing me this food, you guys.
She said she's full, but the food doesn't look like it's even been touched.
That's right. Based on what I've been able to observe, it doesn't seem like Clairvy can interact with the physical world at all. Still, when she's presented with food, she'll always linger around it for a good little while. Maybe, in her mind, she really is eating those things.
Does she know that she has already passed away?
I've tried to ask her, but she didn't answer. My guess is that she's just as confused as we are. Or maybe she couldn't understand the question at all.
Clairvy, if you've got some time, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Sure. Oh, another new friend. Hi, I'm Clairvy.
Hello.
Clairvy, how did you join the House of the Hearth?
Huh? Isn't it the same for everybody? The knave brings you here and then you can't leave.
It's just that your name, it's not on the roster. And I've never seen you before.
The roster? Oh, I get it now. I think there might be some things you don't know about this place. The people in charge, they're not as nice as they look. They say they keep a roster, but it's not complete. There are a lot of people who aren't on it.
Hello, Silent
There never
Dwarf.
will be. In this house, some people are family and other people are
Di ba
just
fast
test
food?
subjects. Those kinds of people aren't ever going to get a place
Di ba
on the
fast food
roster,
lang yan?
unless it's the roster of people who've been executed.
Wait, does that mean the knave... She...
May iba pa ba?
Is there anyone that can vouch for you?
Perry,
Topas din
she's my
kasama.
best friend. She's the only one I
Ay,
trust in this
gago.
place.
Oo nga.
Have either of you heard of that name before?
Salamat sa pag-claim
No.
ng presence stick.
Me neither.
Clairvy, Perry.
Iniisip ko.
Neither of those
Hindi
names are on the
nadadagdagan
roster.
yun, no?
But it seems like she's telling the truth.
Huwag ko na kaya
Either
lagyan ng
that,
user
or this
counter.
kid's already got a
Tanggalin
bag
ko
of
na yung
tricks
user
bigger than
counter na
mine.
yun.
Maybe we should try a different approach.
Hindi ko rin naman na...
Clairvy,
Hindi
do
ko
you have a
maisip
wish?
bakit tayo gumani.
A wish?
It can be anything you want. Just imagine. It's your
No.
birthday, you're blowing out the
No.
candles, and your wish
When I see her,
is...
my heart moves beats so fast. So fast. Tama. Na hindi ako magpa-pull ng father. I have no interest.
To go outside, where the sun can find me.
That's it? Well, that sounds easy enough.
The darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine. No one can get out alive.
Okay, time to divide and conquer. Listen up, I've got a plan. I'll try and find a way to use basic illusory magic to take Clairvy outside and
Wala.
bring her
Ganda.
somewhere with sunlight. Lynette, try and find a list of
maganda nga
executions that
daw.
Clairvy was
Basta
talking
wag mo
about,
daw
and see if her
papanoorin
name
yung
is in it.
hate test.
Fremine, you stay in
Yung
Poisson.
parang
We can't be the
bago.
only ones who've
Oo.
had run-ins with Clairvy. I need
Basta
you to
wag lang
collect
daw
intel
yun.
on everything she's said and done.
Understood.
I'll try my best.
What about us? What should we do?
I really appreciate your willingness to help, but this is a family matter. I don't want to drag you in too deep. It's too risky. Let me think. Since Father considers you to be guests, maybe you could stick by her side for a little while.
Ay,
You don't need
corny.
to do anything except keep up some nice
Wala na,
casual conversation.
wala na ngang kwenta yung dulo na yun.
Why not
Ayo,
fix it?
wala pa
He has
yun.
to distract her.
I'll give you a magic bird.
Kung
If Father
nakalagyan ng
suspects
user
something,
counter,
all you need to do is
tinatingnan ko lang
release it
naman.
when she's not looking, and it'll alert me that something's wrong. Of course, that's only as a last resort. If Father doesn't seem to notice us, there's no need to make contact. We'll reconvene here tonight after all's said and done. If the worst case scenario happens and we're discovered, just
Di
tell
ko rin
Father
maisip
everything.
bakit
We're not
ng
going to let our
counter
guests
na yun.
get punished for our own actions. That's where we draw the line.
Nan ko lang.
You too. Okay, this is where we part. Father should be at the beach nearby. I
This
really
should
hope
do
this goes well.
Better.
No, it has to go well. That's the only way this can get resolved.
Oy, may Pokemon!
Corny. At nang tinanggal nila yung first page na yun. Ay nako, wala na ngang kwenta yung first page na yun. Basic eh. Na-disappoint lang ako. Na yun. I expected more. Tapos tinanggal pa nila. Is it that bad? For me, I think it's that
It's the knave.
it's
And
that
child.
normal.
recuperating? What are you still doing in Fontaine?
Oh, it's you
Asset ko
two.
nga.
I didn't expect to run into you here. I was unconscious for quite a while after the fight in the Primordial Sea. After I woke up, I realized I was being taken back to Snezhnaya, and well, I couldn't have that now, could I? Not when I've still got unfinished business here in Fontaine. So, I mustered up all my strength and made the journey back on my own.
Hindi, i-test ko na lang.
What sort of unfinished business are
Test
we talking
trigger.
here?
It has to do with Skirk, my master. I really wanted to meet up with her.
Okay.
By the time I got back, she'd already left. I still have so many questions for her. Without any other leads, all I could do was ask the knave to help me track her down. She must have left
Na
behind some
natin lagyan
traces
ng
from her time
counter.
in Fontaine.
Wala namang point
Oh,
magka-counter
okay,
yan.
so have you found any clues?
Unfortunately, no. While the House of the Hearth is adept at collecting all manner of intelligence, certain existences can still manage to escape our purview.
Basically, unless Master feels there's a need to meet with me, she's not going to be found. But that problem has an easy fix. I just need to become stronger, and then...
Paimon thinks you should focus on getting better first.
the worst of it is over. It's all thanks to that one kid from the House of the Hearth. Elwar, I think her name was. She gave me a bunch of random potions to drink. They didn't go down easy, let me tell you. Pain and chills all over. But they really did help speed up my recovery. And that's good, because it looks like I really do have to head back this time. The old man's been putting the pressure on me. He sent someone to tell me I'm needed for some sort of project.
Project Stuja?
Yeah, that's the one. I heard Regrator's involved too. I'm not looking forward to having to listen to all his monologuing, that's for sure. Hey, maybe you could think of a way for me to stay in Fontaine for a little longer. Helping Linny and the others brush up on their fighting skills would be far more interesting. If you and I could spar, that would be even better. I've been waiting for a chance to see you go all out.
And what a sweet little daydream that is. But I also have a role to play in all this. I'll be leaving Fontaine shortly as well. Besides, considering how little they see fit to step outside the homeland, being called on to return to Snezhnaya by such illustrious dignitaries, what a great honor. Wouldn't you agree?
One I could do without, I'd say.
Regrator is yung...
Is it just Paimon? Or does it kind of seem like they're...
So, dear guests of the House of the Hearth, to what do I owe the visit?
Si Regrator yung...
We just...
Ako nga, si Pantalone yung ano... May hawak ng
We're super
finances.
close to Linny and the others, but we still don't know much about you.
Is that so? Introductions have already been
Yung
made, have
economic
they not?
pa.
Oh, well, you see? There's
Ha!
only so much you can learn about
Wealthiest
someone
of all
from a
the
short
Harvey.
introduction. At least tell us something a little extra, like... Why do you call yourself father?
Alam na natin kung sino
Good
wealthiest sa...
I'd also like to know.
Sa
The
Mondstadt,
fact
ang
that you have to
wealthiest si
ask tells
Tilo.
me our intelligence work has been quite successful.
Sa
Telling
Liwe,
you the
and
answer
all
to
of
that question
Teyvat,
would only
si
serve to
Ningguang.
undermine that success. And we can't have that. Now can we?
Sa Inazuma,
Spoken like a
most
true
likely yung
diplomat.
Kamisato
That was some
City isang
expert sidestepping right there.
pinakamayaman.
Well, if there's nothing else, I think I'll
Sa-
take my leave. I still have a small matter to resolve at
Konti-
home.
Sa Sumeru.
Wait, don't go!
Sa Sumeru, I don't know, pero nagmumukhang si Nahida na richest currently. But she doesn't need the money.
I'd also like to hear the answer to this. I've met some of the members of your organization, and they all seemed like really good kids. They actually reminded me of Tonya and Tusser. Which, by the way, if you ever betray them, I'm just letting you know, I won't let you off easy.
And why would I betray them?
Well, you've already betrayed the House of the Hearth once, haven't you? At least, that's what I heard. Okay, I admit. That's just what the old man told me. The rooster, I mean.
Wait, did you really do something bad to those kids?
Never mind what I've done. I'm more curious as to what the mighty rooster had to say. Care to enlighten me?
Ah, well, nothing much. Just some stuff about you taking out many other members of the House of the Hearth, and even going so far to attack your own family.
I see.
Oh, based on your reaction, I'm guessing it's all a bunch of lies.
Hardly. I don't appreciate his particular turns of phrase, but I suppose he didn't say anything untrue. Although, it would be more accurate to say that there is a certain level of prejudice involved, but I don't intend to clear that up just yet. Prejudice has a funny way of concealing the real truth behind certain things, an attribute that I find to be quite advantageous. Call yourself a Fontanian, for example, and people will assume all sorts of things, when the real truth is that this is simply the land where I was raised.
Huh? You're not actually from Fontaine? But then why did you try to help out with the prophecy and everything?
I was trying to protect the children born in Fontaine. Claiming that I myself was a Fontanian simply made it easier to operate. People would hardly
Di ba
suspect
obvious?
a fellow Fontanian of having any ulterior motives. Who wouldn't want to save their homeland after all? The primordial sea wouldn't have any effect on me, but it would have caused great harm to the House of the Hearth. Well, you wanted extra information, didn't you? There you go. I hope that satisfies
Nakikita ko
your
yung
curiosity.
precious chest.
So, you stayed in Fontaine for the kids. I guess I was wrong to believe you'd betray them. Apologies. Looks like I was holding on to some prejudices myself.
Good. Like I said, I like it when others have misconceptions of me.
Actually, while I was recuperating at the House of the Hearth, there was something else that really caught my attention. I heard that members always resolve disputes and arguments with a friendly spar, and the loser has to back down. Seems pretty cool if you ask me. Would also give them plenty of opportunities to hone their skills.
Well, that's only a recent development. In the past, such spars weren't nearly so friendly. The losing party would lose everything, including their life.
They were that high stakes? Whew, at least that's not a thing anymore.
Well, the current atmosphere's not half bad. I'm a bit jealous, actually. You've got so many family members around you, and you even get to live with them.
Having a lot of family around means dealing with a considerable amount of bickering and scheming. Once Tonya and Tusser enter their rebellious phase, I'm sure you'll understand. Just imagine. Tusser becomes obsessed with plucking out strands from the rooster's mustache, or Tonya decides to dye her hair 42 different colors.
Okay. I get the picture. Well, would you look at the time? I should probably get going. Traveler, Paimon, I'm not sure where our paths will cross next, but the next time we run into each other, we should definitely try and find some time to spar.
Again, maybe this is a conversation we can have when you look less like you're gonna keel over.
All right. Well, thanks for everything, Arlecchino.
No thanks necessary. You also played a part in obtaining the Gnosis. I would say we can call ourselves...
I like the sound of that. Well, I'm off. See you all some other time.
We should probably get going to do...
Oh? You want me to leave so soon?
Oh,
I'm rather enjoying the evening breeze. If you don't mind, I think I'll... Apologies for not attending to you like a proper host. Please...
We managed to keep her distracted until nightfall. Good thing Child was there to keep the conversation going. You don't think she suspected anything, do
Ah,
you?
oo nga pala.
Oh, I wonder if Liddy
Pabalik
will
ako
get
sa'yo,
issues.
Silent War.
Let's hurry back and see how everything went.
Ito na yun.
Oh, oh, mm.
Pato.
Hup. Ah. Ah.
Lenny, how did everything go?
Well, long story short, we ran into a small issue. Everything was fine at first. She followed me up to the surface just like I told her. But as I led her out of the shadows and into the sunlight, she vanished. I turned around and there she was, standing at the edge of the shadows, silently watching me.
Huh. Maybe she's afraid of sunlight, or... No, it wouldn't be her wish if that were the case. Well, we could always try pushing her into it. Oh, true.
I've pretty much tried it all already. Nothing worked. Eventually, the sun went down, so all I could do was bring her back here. How did it go with you, Lynette?
Good. I've got the list. It's right here.
Really? Well, what are we waiting for? Let's take a look! Oh, that's a lot of pages. Oh, it's gonna take forever to get through it all.
We can each take a section. Here.
La Pouillade, L'Endroit, Chambel, Horaire. Oh, yikes. That Horaire guy has a huge scar on his face. He's kinda giving Paimon the creeps.
Ah, I've met him before. The scar is from an injury he received during a mission. I still remember him joking with me about it. He said any future lover would take one look at him and then lose all interest.
Did he say anything else?
Well, I asked if there was someone he was interested in. He said no,
Oh,
and
may
that's where our
Pokemon!
conversation ended. It was only later that I learned he really did have someone he liked. He risked everything to escape so he could be with her, but it didn't work. One day, Father asked to see him, and, well, I never saw him again after that.
Wait, so that means the knave,
It may seem cruel, but it's just one of the rules of the house. Betrayal is not to be taken lightly. We know too many secrets to come and go as we please. So, if you do try to leave, you pay with your life. Her name's not here, huh? Well, that's not too surprising. it doesn't seem like this list is complete. It only contains records dating back around 5 years. Let's shift our attention then. Fremine, were you able to find anything out? Fremine.
Sorry. I was thinking about something. I managed to talk to quite a few people, but I couldn't help but notice that the atmosphere in the house was a little... strange.
Strange?
Yeah, I mean, I know there have been arguments in the past, times when people haven't gotten along. Chaplot and Filial are a good example of that.
Oh, those are two of the people that we met while delivering supplies. Paimon can see how they might not get along.
That's to be expected, actually. Father brought us all here, shared her knowledge with us, taught us how to fight. As members of the House of the Hearth, we're also considered part of the Fatui. And to a lot of people, that's an identity they never asked for. Certain members get older and realize they want something else for themselves. But considering the rules of the house, most people would never say that out loud. People like Chaplot and Foltz are loyal to Father and her vision. They're proud to be part of the Fatui. Filial and Nantoy, on the other hand, well, they aren't quite as enthusiastic.
These kinds of conflicts have always been there. It's not like Father is in the dark about any of this.
Well, that's true. But it just feels like things have gotten worse lately. Filial and the others, it seemed like they were meeting in secret to talk about something. I can't say for sure, but I think they've met Clairvy.
You think she's been inciting them to act out?
No, not exactly. But I wouldn't be surprised if she said something to them about the darkness in the house and how deep it runs. She's told me about it before. Experiments being run on children. People being used as pawns on the battlefield without so much as the strength to survive.
And they just believed all that? Without any evidence?
Clairvy's words probably gave them the excuse they were looking for. Whether they actually believe them to be true is secondary.
This is all because of Project Stuja, isn't it?
Whoa. Hold on a second. What's this Project Stuja all about, huh? This is the second time it's come up now.
Sorry, but I'm not sure of the details either. I only know what Father has told us, which is that it's something the Rooster and Regrader have been working on together. Apparently, it has to do with the Fatui's strategic plan for the future. Because the House of the Hearth was so successful in obtaining the Gnosis, we now have the honor of playing a key role in Project Stuja.
Wait, but isn't that a...
Key role is just another way of saying dangerous role. Father thinks so too, but she's in no position to refuse. Their plan isn't exactly unreasonable, and they've been funneling the house a lot of... It's just that... we'll lose a lot of members in the process. Participating in the plan, it's an honor in name only. What they're...
Okay, super complicated top secret Fatui business aside, what does all of this have to do with the conflicts you were talking about earlier?
External pressure has a way of exacerbating internal strife. You can't overlook the power of fear either. People are afraid of dying. I thought resolving the Clairvy situation would make everything go back to normal, but it looks like things are more complicated than I thought. If we leave Filial and the others to their own
Kailangan
devices,
nyo nga masolve ang Clairvy.
sooner or later, Father will be forced to take
Kasi
action.
iba ang
We can
tingin
only
ni
focus on
Clairvy
one
sa
situation at
ano,
a time, brother.
sa
You're right.
Fatui. And
Even if we
also,
confront Filial and
obvious
the others,
naman
it
kung
won't
sino
do
si
any good.
Clairvy. Kung
It
napanood
might
nyo
even
na
make
yung
matters worse.
teaser ni
We should focus on
Arlecchino,
Clairvy for now. Well,
nung bata
it's
siya.
getting late. We should
Gagi.
head back and get some rest. We'll try again first thing tomorrow.
Sa teaser,
Lynette,
andun
you
si
stick with me
Clairvy
this
eh.
time.
Hitler yung
Fremine, keep a close eye on
best friend ni
Filio and the others.
Arlecchino nun eh.
Make sure they don't do anything they'll regret. Good work today, everyone. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, I'm always looking forward to an early night, but she can't sleep at all. Hey, you don't think the knave will be too angry with Lenny and everyone if she finds out? She's even scary when she smiles. If she were to actually get angry? You have to protect Paimon if that happens, okay, Traveler? Oh, well, in that case, we should just plan on... Look! Look over there! Quick! Let's catch up with her before anyone sees!
So yung ginagawa ni ni Mentor Lar. Kaya pake ko dun. So ang team ni Mentor Lar dun. Oh.
One is fast on one's feet. Try to keep pace. Let's go get ourselves some answers.
Time for afternoon tea.
I have high hopes for this journey. Spina di Rosula's logo.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
Over there!
Yeah! Scatter!
Oh, where is she going? Oh, if someone sees her, we're toast! Oh, look! She stopped! Clairvy!
Shh. I opened the window while no one was. Look how pretty the outside is. If only I could have more than this. You probably think I'm being silly, huh? All this help.
Please, help us get on the same page.
Sure. Although, everyone in this family is nothing as long as you're useful. You get to.
You're saying the knave? It's just, that doesn't seem...
I mean, everyone thinks she's a good person. They all think of her like a real mother.
Mother?
But she doesn't deserve that title. If only Perry were here, she'd understand.
Perry. There's also Paimon. It almost feels like she's not really here with us. Paimon can't. Well, in any case, it seems like she looks so young.
It's getting windy. Ooh, look at the moon. Isn't it pretty? Hey, wanna hear a secret? I heard that if you look up at the night sky, Perry and I promised each other, but I can't find her. I'm worried she's also been... No, that wouldn't happen to her. She's special. I should really go talk to Mother, but we just fought. She doesn't want to see me. What should I do?
Paimon really doesn't... Well, let's head back. We've got an...
Ang kina...
All right.
An lang nila
looks like we're all
maisip
here. Let's go ahead with the...
Oh? What is it?
What makes you ask that?
Mali yung tanong.
Well, we kinda ran into Clary
I mean,
last night,
okay lang na
and
tanongin
that's what she
yan.
told
But
us.
that's not the
We met the
obvious
doctor back in
question.
Smeru. He's
Kung ako
super
yan,
dangerous.
mother?
And he's done all sorts of bad
Who's
things.
mother?
It's
They
possible
call
that Father and the
Arlecchino
doctor
father.
had certain dealings,
Hindi ka ba
but I don't think
nagtaka,
Father would work
Bobo?
with him.
Ang
We're not really
bobo.
on the same side, so there's not a lot of trust between them. That doesn't exactly set the
Ang
stage
laking
for a successful
information
partnership.
ng mother.
I did
Tapos
hear,
yun
though,
ang
that
hindi
when
mo
Father first
tinanong.
became a harbinger,
Sa lahat
the
ng
doctor offered to
kabobohan
work
na
with the House of the
mangyayari.
Hearth. Father rejected most of his proposals.
O, tignan mo,
except for
father, ang
one.
tawag nila.
It had
Secret experiment? Could that be what Clary was talking about?
I don't think so.
I don't know any details about the experiment itself. The details of the experiment are confidential, but complete records are kept on all participants. That doesn't seem to be the case with the situation Clairvy referred
Sa lahat
to.
ng itinanong
I know
nyo,
you don't agree with some of the Fatui's methods.
yung ano talaga,
and
yung
I'm not asking you to,
experimentation.
but I am asking you to
Kagabi
trust
pa
us
ako
on
galit
this.
dito kay,
The House of the
galit sa
Hearth has its
tanungan
own
na yun eh.
principles.
Alright, that's good to hear at least. Clary seems to think the knave and the doctor work together. It's just that it doesn't seem like Clary is the easiest thing to do would be just ask the knave directly, but Paimon
Ang
doesn't
mali
think
ng
she'd tell
tanong
us.
ko. Hindi nyo tinanong,
Father
who's
didn't come back last night. She's probably still near the shore. We'll be
father?
counting on you to distract her.
Di man lang niya
Lynette, you're
tinawag,
with me.
sinabi yung
Fremine, you know what to do.
father part.
Be on your guard, everyone. All right, let's get to it.
Ang laking clue nun, ha?
Skyward! Scatter!
Over here!
Ah, it's you two again. I must say, you look a bit pale. Did you... Perhaps if you had less on your mind, you'd be able... So what are you planning to do now? Catch up on some sleep? Although I must profess to being curious. Without child here, how do you plan...
Us? Distract...
Looks like you could have used some extra time. Don't worry. I'll be sure to steer clear of any scheming
The ocean breeze is sure not...
Children always think they can hide things from the grown-ups. But nothing gets past me. Least of all a little scheming. I think I'll let them have at it for a little longer. I can be very patient. Well, I'll leave you to think things over. If you're so inclined, meet me outside the Palais Mermonia. Good things come to children who do as they're told. So I do hope you decide to tag along.
What should we do? She clearly knows about everything we've been doing, and Paimon doesn't think it'd be a stretch to say she was threatening us just now. Oh, good idea. Hopefully well, we should probably head to the Palais Mermonia. Paimon doesn't want to find out what happens if we don't show up. Based on what the knave was saying just now, it sure didn't seem like it'd be anything good. Okay, then we probably shouldn't keep her waiting. It seems like Linny and the others are on thin ice, so let's do our best to not get them in any more trouble.
Mali kasi yung tanong nyo eh. Tinanong nyo yung pag-work together nung dalawa.
Oy, may Pokemon!
Pero hindi nyo na tinanong yung sa mother. Kinalimutan nyo.
Seeing as
Yun
we
yung
still have some
pinakamahalagang
time before
clue
my
eh.
meeting, we might as well enjoy some pleasant conversation while we wait. I'm glad to see you get along with my children. Being surrounded by good companions is necessary for a child's development.
You're not planning on doing anything to them, are you?
I assume you're referring to Lenny, Lynette, and Fremine, although there's that situation with Filial and Nentoy as well. No matter. I'm not one to discriminate. All those who betray the house meet the same fate. There are no exceptions.
Does that mean you're going to kill them?
Oh, are you here to beg for their lives? I'm sorry to disappoint, but the rules of the house change for no one. In my organization, everyone is responsible for their own actions.
But don't you care about them at all? They really respect you. They even call you
Any organization in which feelings come before principles is one destined for ruin. The House of the Hearth is hardly an exception. Perhaps I can offer you this consolation at least. As our guests, you two will not be held accountable. I would imagine Linny, Lynette, and Fremine will be able to keep. As for Filion and Toy and the others, I'm afraid there's little I can do. They can try to escape.
But that's...
Ah, you seem concerned. Out of consideration for my guests, I suppose I could... If Linny and the others manage to dispose of Clairvy in the meantime, all evidence of their wrongdoing will be lost. In that, if their efforts are unsuccessful, on the other hand, all will be held accountable. And the punishment will be... Of course. Oh, and here, I believe this belongs to you. Do try and keep better. It takes a considerable amount of time to train a bird like this. It would be such a...
Wait, where did you get that?
Well, I'm afraid that's all the time we have to chat. I asked you to meet me here because I have business at the Palais Mermonia. It has nothing to do with you. But, well, time to go. Looks like we...
Yeah! Skyward! Skyward! Scatter!
The Palais Mermonia operates with an efficiency worthy of admiration.
It is only right that an esteemed diplomat such as yourself should be afforded the proper level of respect. Although, if I may speak plainly, I must confess... I understand your request. However, at the risk of causing offense, I must admit that I fail to see why you would wish...
I heard you have a certain fondness for water tasting, Monsieur Nervalet. So, a family is like a large body of water. As someone who watches over this system, I would hope that each river that flows from... Of course, objectively speaking, I know this is impossible. Most of the rivers will dry up along the way, disappearing into the ground. Not all rivers are destined to reach the ocean. But I would not see their existence rendered meaningless.
Did you get any of that, Traveler?
Your words paint an optimistic picture indeed. Allow me to remind you, however, few among us are willing...
It may have been tainted at one point in time, but not to worry. I'll make sure it's strict.
I seem to recall there being a transactional aspect to your proposal. Perhaps you could expound on that?
If you accept my proposal, Monsieur Nervalet, I will gradually withdraw and, unless absolutely necessary, I will no longer...
I presume I can take your words to mean that, in the future, cases similar to the Tartuffe assassin...
Tartuffe? Ah, that thief who embezzled funds from all those charities, you mean? My deepest condolences to his family, but of course, if you accept my proposal, Monsieur Nervalet, I'm sure...
You choose your words carefully indeed. In that case, I'm inclined...
My thanks for your generosity, Monsieur. Well, with that settled, we should be going now. I took the liberty of bringing along 2 bottles of spring water from Snezhnaya for you to enjoy. I do hope I get the chance to hear your impressions.
Indeed. I trust you would not overlook your commitment.
All right, Traveler Paimon.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
So, what exactly were you talking about back there? Paimon only heard you mention some rivers, a large...
You really want to know? I would imagine there might be more pressing...
Linny, Paimon really hopes everything's going okay. Oh, Paimon recognizes that look. You've got your thinking cap on, don't you,
Ano ba?
Oh, shoot. Are you alright? Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry. I was so focused on selling these papers, I wasn't looking well, let me make it up to you at least.
Oh, you don't have to give us it.
Please, I want to. It's not like it's my fault, really.
What's going on here?
Nothing much. I just ran into your friend here.
Hold on.
Of course, I'm happy to compensate you with more.
I'll take 3 papers.
Oh, thank you for your patronage. If only I had the chance to run into such generous customers every day. I should probably just take on a smaller inventory though, right?
Well, now that my affairs are settled, we should take the boat back to Poisson. We've even acquired some light...
Actually, why don't we... Paimon just realized how hungry she is. She can't head back to Poisson on an empty...
It appears you two are under the impression that delaying our return will somehow alter the situation. And that being said, I could be persuaded to give Linny some extra time. I just have... If you agree to my request, I'll even answer some of your questions. You're quite curious.
Wait, why are you being so
You overestimate yourself. You don't have the talent.
Then what can you possibly...
The most important consideration in a negotiation is that both sides receive something they want. Demands are wonderful. Here it is. When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the house.
Okay, sounds normal enough.
That is for you to decide. Then we have a deal. Follow me.
Layo.
Skyward! Scatter! Surprise! Yeah! Skyward! Scatter! Yeah! Skyward!
Hello.
What is this
Hindi
place?
pa.
Somewhere long forgotten
Oo nga
by
eh.
everyone.
Napansin ko nga.
It used to be a grand building.
Nadox mo sarili
Now it's
mo.
nothing more
Ulul
than a
ka
pile
ha.
of rubble. No one comes here anymore. Nor does anyone care about what once happened here.
Please,
Although,
palit na.
this place does have something to do with the story I'm about to tell you. It was before I became a harbinger.
Wala na,
And
nadox
before
mo na
Lily and the
sarili
others
mo.
joined the House of the
Bye-bye.
Hearth. Due to certain events, I first killed Clairvy and then her mother. And this is
Anyway,
where it all happened.
ano ba?
You were the one that killed
Hindi ko pa
Claire.
nakikita sino yung servants. Teka lang. Okay. Bentley. Si Alice tsaka si, wala si Sojiro. Si Alice.
Patience now.
Alam mo
Allow
ba?
me to
Not
explain
gonna lie,
Clairvy's
mas
side
type
of the
ko
story
actually
first.
si Alice.
I'll start from the beginning.
Di auto-pull ako dyan.
Clairvy was 6 years old when she was brought by her mother, Crucibina, to live in the House of the Hearth. From the outside, it seemed like a fairy tale. A thriving family made up of kind adults and friendly children.
Nakita ko na rin yung dalawa. Pero hindi sa game, sa
And the
FGO.
House of the Hearth
Nakita ko
was
sa
under her control.
sa Mahoyo.
She was Clairvy's
Naglalaro ko
mother by blood,
Mahoyo
but she was
minsan
also
sa
the
stream.
mother to all the children in the house.
Hindi ko pa nga tapos
Clairvy
eh.
was happy here for a time, but she quickly realized that being part of this family wasn't a fairy tale at all. It was a kind of purgatory.
Purgatory?
Exactly. The House of the Hearth takes in war orphans from all over Tevat. But as for how to raise them, that depends entirely on the person in charge. Crucibina came up with a novel idea. She would teach the children to fight, force them to duel each other, and then crown as the king of the house the child who proved themselves most worthy of inheriting her title.
Sale ngayon? Anong tagal? Sale siya ngayon.
Or
Ano pa ba?
in the process. There's little I can say about the ones who died. The ones that emerged with permanent injuries, on the other hand, well, they still served a purpose.
Sale ngayon ng ano,
They would be handed over
Samurai
to the
Remnant.
to be experimented
Kung gusto mo nang bumili,
or
bili
sent
ka na.
away on dangerous missions.
33% off sa
Nothing more
Steam.
than tools to be used and then discarded.
So those were the
Di mo ba alam?
experiments
Ayan,
Clairvy was
sinabi ko
talking
na.
about. But what actually happened to her? You said that Clairvy was Crucibina's daughter, so if Clairvy tried to convince her to
Isip
stop
ko
what
nga
she
kung
was
bibilin
doing,
ko na yung ano eh.
Crucibina probably would have
Yung
listened,
FSR.
right?
Despite being Clairvy's mother, Crucibina cared little for her daughter. She forced Clairvy to join the House of the Hearth only as a means to demonstrate her own impartiality as a mother. To prove, Clairvy did try to convince her mother to change her ways, but it was to no avail. After her efforts failed, the only other, of course, there was one exception. Someone Clairvy's age, who knew the truth about the—
Wait, the friend that—
Friend, huh? I suppose we can— Clairvy was a cheerful and passionate person with a tenacious spirit. Peruere, on the other hand, was rather cold. Her cold-blooded nature allowed her to see through Crucibina's facade. Yet, it was also this cold-bloodedness that prevented her from acting against it. At least at first. While Clairvy longed, despite their differences, the two became fast friends, united by their knowledge of the truth. Clairvy told Peruere that she hoped to create a real There may have been a certain naivete to her ideas, but Clairvy proved her determination many times over. She tried countless times to run away, ask for help, or expose the truth. Even with her body racked with pain, she would still stand on her tiptoes and open the window at night. She and Peruere would look out at the moon together.
Binili mo na ata.
A fierce
Sa tingin ko
longing for
binili
freedom
mo na,
shining in her
FSR.
eyes.
Oh no.
Hoy, may Pokemon!
What happened?
Her hopelessness resulted from a culmination of things. 10 years had passed. 10 years worth of failure after failure. It was during this time that Peruere suggested a new plan. If escaping was out of the question, Clairvy rejected that proposal. She claimed that, as a famous harbinger, Crucibina possessed— Clairvy never gave another reason, but Peruere could see it written all over her face. Clairvy still thought of Crucibina as her— if she couldn't escape and fight back. Precisely. Death was— It happened during a duel. When she arrived at the dueling ring that day, her partner turned out to be none other than Peruere. The very person that had stood by her side all those years. From that moment on, Peruere's journey was one written in flames. When the rain finally came and washed it all away, there she stood. It was the very result she had predicted 10 years prior. Even then, she believed she would make it until the end. She wasn't surprised by the fact that she emerged
Ano
as
ba
mother's
yan?
undisputed heir. Rather, her success left her with an inexplicable sense of restlessness. She was
Alam mo,
unsettled,
pagdating ng summer
and there was
sale,
only
hindi
one
yan
thing that
ano,
could quell that sensation.
hindi yan tataas. 33%
Perhaps
pa
you
rin
two
yan.
would like to take a guess as to what it was.
Well, ako kasi ang hinihintay ko is magkasabay ng sale ang ano,
Correct.
Hinihintay ko muna
This
kasi yung
is the
ano,
place where Peruware killed her
mag-sale
best
yung
friend.
Grand Blue
A
Fantasy
mere year
release.
later,
Yun
this is
muna
also the place
kukunin
where she
ko.
fought tooth
Kasi
and
alam ko
nail
sa
to
sarili
kill the
ko, kahit
mother they
makuha ko yung
shared. The moment she
Samurai
acted,
Remnant,
any
hindi
conception
ko
of
siya
what was
agad
right or
lalaruin
wrong
dahil
ceased to
sa,
matter.
ano,
It's one of the
Fate
principles of the
Extella.
house. Only those who survive get to write the rules. Peruware won the battle and became a harbinger herself.
So the Perry Clairvy was talking about... It was you all along.
I left that name behind long ago. I must say, after I defeated Crucibina, the moniker of Mother died with her. I chose to forego the title she called herself and even chose to give up my own name. I rebuilt the House of the Hearth under a new identity, and that is where the story ends.
Yeah. Based on what you just told us,
I suppose you could call her an illusion born of flame. Her existence is like ashes to a fire. Something left over in the wake of blaze and ruin. You see, a certain power runs through my veins.
Hindi, kasi ako
It's
rin,
not unlike a curse.
I mean, oo, magkaiba
My
nga story
flames
ng
leave behind
Samurai
shadows
Remnant
of
tsaka
anything they consume.
Extella. Pero ako kasi, gusto ko lang kasi
The
laruin
chances of
muna
those
yung
shadows
ano,
morphing into a
Extella.
sentient entity
Bago
are
yan.
exceedingly
Bago
slim.
yung FSR.
Clairvy is a very
Okay.
special case.
Ano lang yun? Personal
Clairvy
preference,
died when she was
kumbaga.
16 years old.
Kasi
But
kapag
what emerged from the flames was her
masyado
6-year-old
ng,
self.
ano eh,
Her appearance
tambak
wasn't the
sa
only thing affected.
library
Most
ko.
of her memories were lost to the blaze as well. Memory
Oo.
is a mysterious
Nakatambak
thing
na
indeed.
yung ano eh,
Losing a portion of your
Extella
memories
at
will
Extella
alter your
Link.
sense of self.
Dami kong ano,
Lose 10
nasa
years
library.
worth, however,
Sa Steam pa lang,
and it would be
napakarami
like
na.
living in the past.
Pag pumunta pa tayo sa
Like
Epic Games,
returning to
lalong
a
mas
version of
marami.
yourself that never grew.
no wonder Paimon got such a weird feeling when we were talking.
Perhaps I should put it this way. Clairvy is someone trapped in time. It may seem like she exists.
So if all of that is true, then you must have known...
Indeed. She's a rather volatile and unstable entity. Sometimes she would look after the
Gag.
children, but other times
Kailan
she would
na-release
hide from
FSR?
me and become obsessed with revealing the
1
truth
year pa
about the
lang,
house to anyone
mababa
who will
chance
listen.
yun, pre.
Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new
Ah,
information they encounter is
magde-deluxe
quickly forgotten
ka?
over time. Your
Ano
attempts
ba
to
naman ng
expose
deluxe? Wala
Clairvy to
naman kasing...
sunlight. They failed, yes. The reason is actually quite simple. In Clairvy's mind, the house is impossible to escape. And it is this very perception that
Season
traps her
pass.
there. But
Game.
no matter.
Ah,
All I have to do is kill her
magsi-season
again,
pass.
and all will be resolved. I don't anticipate so much as a single speck of ash will be left behind this time.
Wait!
Hindi ko kailangan
I can
nung
understand
ano,
why you might want her gun, but isn't there
hallowed
another way?
relic sword mounting. Wala, ano lang, kailangan ko
She's
lang yung
trapped in her
base game.
6-year-old self. She's still your friend. At least talk to
De-deluxe
her
ka
first.
kasi. Mahalaga na sa akin, nalalaro ko yung laro.
It's too late for that.
Wala akong pake
She
sa
broke
ibang
the
bagay
rules,
eh.
and now she must be punished. That goes for Filial and Nantoy as well. She's had quite the effect on them. I hope you understand. The difference between Crucibina and myself lies in our formulation of the rules, not our policy for enforcing them.
Is this really what you want to do?
Ano ba yan? Nagsalita din?
Whatever could you mean?
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Whether as a killer or as a father, there are two things that must be avoided at all costs. Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to... Well, it appears it's about time to proceed. Before we arrived, I told some of my well-behaved children to bring our troublemakers here by... I do believe I've kept my end of the deal. I gave your friends quite a...
Sige lang.
Here they are, Father.
Oh, you gonna execute him? Seeing some... Lenny!
I'm sorry. I heard about how you helped, but I still failed. I couldn't find a way.
Huh? Are you
Indeed, it's been a while, Clairvy.
Harry!
Sige lang.
Stay right there. I'm sorry to postpone our reunion, but first I believe certain scores need settling.
Ito na.
Father, let me explain.
Weekly boss.
Out of my way.
Father!
You chose to conceal a threat to the house, and for that, you must be punished. Overall, however, I suppose your wrongdoing is hardly the most egregious of the bunch, so I'll deal with your punishments later. As for right now, the more pressing concerns are the traitors among us.
By traitors? Do you mean us?
Father, let me explain. We didn't mean to.
Fultz, why don't you share what you heard?
Yes, Father. Secret midnight meeting number 3. Participants, Nantoy clearly said, if only Sato added, I'm sick of Filial was the worst of them all. She called us crazies and said a bunch of mean things.
I did not! You're lying!
It's not like I'm the only one who heard those things. After that, you and Toddy and a bunch of other people started talking about Clairvy. We're birds locked in a cage.
You little... You just want me gone,
Medyo
don't you?
mali kasi
What
yung...
did I ever do to you, huh? And you, Sheplo, have you forgotten who stood...
You're wrong, Filial. We don't want you to die. You're a
Liar. You wouldn't be doing this.
We all live in the House of the Hearth. You know a single betrayal can cost dozens of us our lives. It's not like that's why the House of the Hearth cannot tolerate any form of betrayal. Ever since we came to Poisson, you've had 7...
You've been spying on us for half a...
Filial, Nantoy, I owe you both my life. I owe Clairvy too. If it weren't for all your help after I got poisoned, if this were any other situation, I would
Ang
do
problema
anything to
kasi,
repay that
naniwala kayo
kindness,
sa sinasabi
even
ni
if it cost me my
Kirby.
life. But
Mga bobo din kayo. Medyo bobo din
rules are
kayo.
Why?
That's enough, Filial. We made a mistake. I'm sorry, Sheplo. We...
Chapleau, according to the rules of the House of the...
all those who betray the house.
And so it shall be.
Father, please wait!
Something you want to say?
Please reconsider, Father. What Filial... We all come from broken families. But the truth is, none of us know what a real home I'm not saying I have all the answers, so please, Father.
I agree with Linny.
Father, please. Linny, you...
I also agree with Linny.
An order
Siyempre,
once
ito
given
yung...
cannot be rescinded.
Kaso father siya eh. Strict siya eh.
Given
Our weapons?
Father, are you referring to a duel?
precisely. The rules of the house will... However, resolving disputes with a duel is also one of our rules, one that also applies to me. Demonstrate a sufficient showing...
Wait.
Impossible. Father is...
Wow, Wolfgang. Did you hear that, Traveler? Lynn and the others have to duel the knave. What should we do? Can they really win something like that? If they lose, those people from the house are really gonna be executed. Hey, are you listening?
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow...
Oh. Looking at that expression on her face, she seems really serious about this. Guess that means there's no chance she's throwing the duel on purpose.
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And
when the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
What's wrong? Traveler? Hey, where are you going?
Traveler?
You're asking to join the duel against the knave?
Gagi, hindi ko nga.
I'll allow it. We do have a ready-made dueling ring at our disposal, after all. All I would advise is this. Keep a firm grasp on your weapon, and give it your all. Any less.
Wait! Bakit ito yung team ko? Leave domain! Saglit! Mali yung team! Mali yung team ko! Papapatay na via team yan. Shotgunin natin sa pagmumukha si, Knave.
Father,
Out of my way.
Father!
You chose to conceal a threat to the house. And for that. Overall, how by trade.
Father, let me explain. We didn't.
Faults.
Yes, Father. Secret Midnight Nandoi cleared Sato at Filial was the worst of them all. I did not. It's not like we're
You little. You just want me gone, don't you? What did I ever do to you? And you, Sheplo?
You're wrong, Filial. We don't want you to.
Liar.
We all live a single betrayal can. That's why the House of the Hearth.
You've been.
Filial, I owe you both my life. If this were
Why?
That's enough, Filial. I'm sorry, Sheplo. We.
Chaplot. According to the rule.
All those who betray the house.
And so it shall be.
Ang haba nung dialogue! Diyos
Please,
mio!
wait! Something you want to... Please, Reek, we all come from... But the truth is, none of us know what a real home should... I'm not saying I... So please, Father...
I agree with Linny.
Father, please.
Linny. I also agree with Lynn.
An order, one. However.
Our weapon?
Father, are you referring to it precisely? However, resolving disputes with a duel is also one of our rules, one that also applies to me. Demonstrate a.
Impossible.
Hoy, may Pokemon!
Did you hear that, Traveler? Lynn and the others have to duel the knave. If they lose...
Don't you want to say a proper good...
Anger makes you impulsive.
Hindi ko kailangan ng lower
Looking at that
difficulty.
expression
Kailangan
on
ko
her
lang
face,
ng
she
ibang
seems
team.
really serious about this.
Dahil, ang team ko na yun, pang
When
takbo
guests
ko
are
lang.
around, families are often on their...
When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
What's wrong? Traveler? Hey, where are you going?
Traveler?
Oh.
You're asking to join the duel against the knave?
Hindi ko kailangan.
We do have a ready-made dueling ring at our disposal. All I would advise is this. Keep a firm grasp on your weapon.
What
and
if
give it your all.
labanan
Any less.
labanan ko to gamit
You
si,
may just lose your
Barbara.
life.
Tandaan nyo, I'm still Barbara. Pero eto na eh. Shotgunin ko na lang sa pagmumukha tong bahay. Okay, una. Hello.
Is it my turn now?
Let the world collide! Attack! That's the way. Coming at ya!
And voila! Is it my turn now?
I guess.
With the fall of darkness, destruction shall rise.
Gather!
Have a taste of purgatory.
Hang in there.
Spare your energy. Running is of little use.
Hey there! Ah!
Stabilize!
Look out! The countdown has begun. Like a fly tangled in a web. Spare your energy. Running is of little use. With these rising flames.
Fellow warfare, I guess.
And voila!
Basic! Gago.
Who's next?
Ayun na yun! Gaganti ako ah. Wait lang. Saglit!
Watch out for father's movements! Look out!
Una.
I will have order.
Gago, nag-heal sa rilo.
This one's got your name on it. A proper send-off from the stick. Yoo-hoo!
Now for Chip!
Over here.
The sun and moon have set. Only ruin remains. We struggle in vain.
Stabilize!
Smile.
Ayun na, mamamatay ka sa...
Movements! Look out! Let's see how strong your resolve truly is.
Strike a pose.
Now for chance!
Over here.
Suntown is only the beginning.
The bell!
You should know better than to crowd in one place.
Oh, I know.
No! I'm sorry, Father!
Siyempre. Top by your bare hands.
Sorry for what? This pitiful excuse for an attack. wait it out, did you? You're stronger than I expected.
A crimson moon? I can't move.
Still, not strong enough to beat me.
Andali! Madaya ka! Nag-cutscene ka! Bugbog ka na eh. Madaya ka! Nag-cutscene ka! Pabubugbog na kita eh. Alam ko na paano ka bubugbugin. Diyos mio, yun lang pala ang team.
I believe we can end things here. It's not often that we get to enjoy the company of guests after... Brother!
Lenny!
Given that I am the victor of this duel.
No! I never thought things would end.
However, everyone involved in the duel demonstrated a remarkable level of strength and determination. In light of... Elwar, the bottled flames I gave you for safekeeping.
Yes? I wasn't sure what they were for.
Wonderful. Then...
Bottled flames?
Indeed. They're the product of a secret experiment. Once ingested, searing pain will spread across every inch of your body, if you can withstand the pain. When you awake, you'll have... In other words, administering this concoction will kill the version of you... Memory is a mysterious...
So, you're just letting...
You misunderstand. Memories are extremely important. Once consumed by flame, the version of you standing before me will die, and our secrets will die with you.
Even so... I'm sorry, Father. I'm sorry I let you down. But I really...
Don't cry, Filial. You haven't left the house yet, so there are still rules to be followed, yes? Remember what I taught you. Anger makes you impulsive, sorrow causes you to wait.
Of course.
Dry your tears, and go pursue the life...
Yes, Father.
Chaplot, Foltz, Elwar. Take them back to... I prepared 3 extra vials of bottled flames. As for whether to take goodbye, children. The next time we... Thank you for all you've done for the house.
Wait, ano to? Na-disband ang house? Hoy, gusto ko ng labanan! Gagante ako, gaga. Mahina pala sa shotgun to, pero malakas pa rin talaga yung mga alagad.
Here, grab my arm, Lenny. I'll help.
Thank you.
Clairvy.
Can we talk now? You really are Perry, aren't you? Wait, did I somehow
Neither. You died, Clairvy. That's what happened.
You could have at least sugarcoated it a little. Look, she's done speechless. Oh. Huh? That's it? You accepted it? Yep. If that's what Perry says happened. Plus, I don't really need to know why I'm like this. I'm more curious about what happens in the future. Can you tell me about it? I want to know...
You never stopped trying to defy... At first, no one believed you. You could only vent your frustrations to the moon. In fact,
You often sought comfort in the night sky. You wanted to see the aurora, so one night we promised each other we would go to Snezhnaya to see it together. Later on, you tried to run away, but you were brought back each time. Mother spared your life, but it wasn't out of kindness. Instead, she decided to make an example. Still, you never gave up. Mother hoped that through ruthless duel after ruthless duel, she would be able to crown an ultimate victor among... But you called on everyone to unite, to fight to a draw in order to reduce casualties. Your efforts may have only delayed the inevitable, but still. You tried everything you could think of, but every attempt ended in failure. Still, you never turned. For the last 16 years of my life, I've done everything I can to fight for freedom. But now, I realize that the only freedom I truly possess...
I never imagined I would say something like that. I must have been feeling really worn down. But somehow, I still think I understand. According to Mother's plan, only one of us was going to make it. If I could do it all over again, I still don't think I would make a different choice.
Is that so? Even now, I'm not sure I truly understand what kind of freedom you... But as the head of the House of the Hearth, and as the children's father, I've tried to give them the most basic of freedoms. The freedom to choose. It's something I discussed with the Eudex of Fontaine. The children who want to leave the house will have their memories wiped clean of all secrets pertaining to the organization. In return, of course, I won't simply hand freedom to them on a silver platter. They have to fight for it and prove themselves worthy of it.
That's more than enough. That's You know, Perry, I think you're a pretty amazing king. I'm really happy that you're the one who took over the house. I guess I do have one regret, though. I still haven't seen the outside world.
Well, it just so happens that our dear guests over here have been to many nations and traveled to countless places.
Really? Of course! We've traveled all of... You know, I used to dream playing the lute while singing... Ah, that's where Mora comes from. If I had some Mora, I would buy 3 new dresses. One for me. It's just too bad Perry doesn't like wearing dresses. And Mother, well, she probably wouldn't accept something like that either. Those yokai you mentioned. What? I once saw a drawing of this one guy with horns on his head. Oh, sounds like you're talking about an Oni. Yep,
May
I was always
Pokemon!
too afraid to skip Mother's fighting lessons. But at the academia, I bet you could do all sorts of secret things in class. I'm just kidding. Being able to study whatever you want without having to... The situation was super dangerous. Lenny and Lynette were accused of committing a... Oh no! That must have... Don't worry! We were able to turn the situation around How'd you do that? Come on, tell me! Okay, so it was like...
Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new Clairvy, you've worked tirelessly from the shadows to overthrow the House of the Hearth. Now, by my authority as the Knave, I shall announce how this matter ends. You are hereby expelled from the House of the Hearth. You are no longer tied to this place, nor are you bound by its rules.
You're saying that I can finally leave? I get to experience the outside world as well? Oh, I almost forgot. There's no getting older for me. Still, seeing who you grew up to be makes makes me really happy, Parallel. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.
May we meet again someday.
Aww.
Clairvy.
Okay, pake ko.
She left so soon. Paimon did.
I also have certain sentiments left unsaid. I wanted to tell her that the aurora I saw in Snezhnaya was... But a shadow's memories reset at dawn. Had we delayed any longer, whatever regrets may linger.
Father?
It's Linny! Hey, Linny! What is he doing back here? Let's go check it out.
Father, the bottled flames have been administered.
And you? What happened?
Thank you for giving us that choice, Father. Lynette and Fremine feel the same way. They're
I'm sure you're well aware of the expectations I have for you. I want you to follow in my footsteps. I must admit, I'm rather surprised by your decision to stay. There's nothing wrong with choosing to live a quiet life. Leading this organization...
I just... never understood what you...
You're brave, talented. You would do anything to protect them.
Speaking up back there was so brave of you, Linny. It's all thanks to you that we were able...
You're a hero, Linny.
Hero? Father is the real hero. Had Father gone all out during the duel, there's no way I would have walked away with my life. She must have had it all. I'm not deserving of that title.
You're wrong. In my opinion, all you need to be deserving of the throne is conviction, and the necessary... We may have different ideas of what it means to be a family, but you can hardly be said to lack conviction. What you truly lack is strength. For someone of your talent, though, that's something. Even without that strength, you still chose to face me in a duel.
Father.
No one knows what the future holds. What tragedy or triumph, if reaching a certain standard were required to go after what you want, I would never have success. Strength may decide the ultimate victor, but those who let a lack of strength dictate their decisions or undermine their convictions will never be...
I understand, Father.
Children must grow up to surpass their parents. The road ahead is not an easy one, so I'll ask you one last time.
You've done so much for me, Father, and that kindness must be repaid. Protecting my family at all costs.
Then you're welcome to stay. As for Project Stuja, you need not be too concerned. If those cowardly business... Having members who longed for the light was our organization's last weakness. With those members no longer among our ranks, the House of the Hearth is like a spider hiding in the shadows. We need... At present, our imperative is to use their plan to our advantage. In doing so, a crimson moon shall rise amid the frigid blizzards of winter. No demonstration of loyalty shall go unrewarded. And as for the two of you, whether we meet again as friend or foe, no matter how arduous the journey ahead...
Haba, Diyos mio.
Didn't Linny say that Lynette... Annette? Fremine? How are you feeling?
Much better.
Whew, what a relief.
What about you? Are you feeling alright?
I knew you'd come out unscathed. Us, on the other... Oh, and I wanted... Linny and the other members have left Poisson and returned to the House of the Hearth. According to him, there haven't been any more sightings of a spirit.
I see.
I'm glad. Father came to check up on us 2 days ago and told us about what happened with Crucibina and Clairvy.
Wait, what? You've met the former
Crucibina died a year after Clairvy. It was during the year between their deaths that I joined the House of the Hearth. Crucibina had an extremely cruel and radical way of doing things. When I joined, though, the experiment she valued so much had already come to an end, and all the people... A couple of months after I joined, Father killed Crucibina and burned all her files. With that, the names of all the people
Father took in Lenny and me a couple months after that, but she never met...
It really seems like the last time you talked to her, did she mention why she kept it?
She said she didn't want us to be affected by the darkness of the past. She was worried we'd develop a false sense of gratitude towards her, if the foundation of a family should be free of any corrupting influence. And that's what Father told us.
But I still thanked her for everything. It was only after hearing about what Crucibina did that I finally realized how insignificant our lives could have been. The members of the house meant nothing to her. To say that if Father hadn't taken over the House of the Hearth, I probably would have already...
Father rarely brings up the fact that she saved us. She doesn't believe that being indebted to her, but even if we didn't owe her anything, we may have arguments or times when we feel wronged. Some people may...
Whether the path before us is... So I wanted to say thank you for helping us make it...
Oh, we didn't do anything, really.
Of course.
Are Filio and...
I actually saw them at a cafe this morning. They didn't recognize me. From what I could tell, they were drinking coffee. They seemed happy.
Ay, yun na yun. Ito yung boss. It's time! Nagantay ko, wait lang. Ay na yan. Ang wow stream. Tagal na! Tagal na, Kobe. Gagantay ko! Tayo na, napakadaya nung laban na yan. Ay wow, may gantong lakad. Ay sa bagay.
Afraid? Or do you not even have the courage to be afraid?
Gather!
Is it my turn now?
Coming at ya!
With these rising flames!
Wow, pareho,
Is it
nandito.
my turn now?
Diba? Yan o. Na.
Hard-hitting explosion.
Solidify! Order guide you!
Now that's more
This
like
one's got your name on it.
At ganalay, ang tibay niya.
with the
Ang taas
fall
ng
of
damage.
darkness.
Necessary.
Destruction shall rise.
Oh.
Spare your energy. Running is of little use.
Stabilize!
Oh lol, di abot. Tapos.
Is it my turn now?
Let's go. Watch out.
Dapat pala hinahanda. Dream Great.
Not bad. You've proven to be a worthy opponent after all.
Tapa.
Gather!
Kindness has been seared away.
Solidify!
My blade is all that remains.
Lol, ubos ang buhay mo.
Say cheese!
Your punishment made manifest.
Stabilize.
Suntown is only the beginning.
Mahirap na yon. Napakadali. Joke lang, nagjo-jongle ako nun eh. Na yung hirap nun. Most likely kay kailanganin ko isa sa mga to kay Clorand. Teka, masyadong madali kapag masyadong madaya yung shield eh. Gamit tayo ng team na hindi gumagamit ng pero gagamit ng summon. Masyadong mahirap daw to eh. Sige natin maklaim.
Afraid? Or do you not even have the courage to be afraid? Is it my
Okay,
turn
punta
now?
ka.
With these
Kaya mo ba?
rising flames. Now that's more like it.
Don't be scared! Ah! Let my name echo in song!
With the fall
Wings
of
of
darkness, destruction shall rise. Have a taste of purgatory.
Oh, may Pokemon!
Spare your energy. Running is of little use.
Stop that!
Right here. Right now.
Ano? Wala kang binatbat. Pokemon team ng kalaban mo.
Not bad.
Mahina.
Proven to be a worthy
Ito na yun?
The countdown has begun. Spare your energy.
Siyempre.
Running is of little use.
Kailangan natin ng Genshin Hours. Ako, Nemi, kailangan ko nga pala mag-a-addict din ako sa sa GBF ng konti. May kailangan pala akong i-farm dun. At least, nakuha ko na yung axe na apoy. Kasi yun lang yung kailangan ko technique.
Kindness has been seared away.
Tapos, yun na pala.
My blade
Hindi naman ako na-damage dyan.
By royal decree!
I'm always watching. Right here. Right now. Right here.
Mamaya off-stream.
Stay put! Shadow Raven!
Right now. Right here.
Sometimes only the beginning.
Baka walang kwenta. Ito na pala. Ito na yon.
Let my name echo in song!
Fort Harbinger ka na?
Go get you!
Walang kwenta. Ichiri. Yun yung karakter, di ba? Yun ba yung karakter? Oo. Kung yan yung karakter o hindi pa. Hindi pa. Pakukuha ko pa lang. Bukas. Bukas aadikin ko yung yung Rise of the Beast. Kasi mamaya may trabaho pa ako. Pero kukunin ko lang yung
Don't put off until tomorrow.
kung
what you
tama
can
ako
do
ng
today.
idea, kailangan ko lang ng
Come on,
Blue
let's get
Jedi.
a move on.
So basically, kukunin ko lahat ng Blue Jedi. Oo, aadikin ko siya. Hanggang 28 naman eh. So, sakto lang yun. Day 6, Day 7, Day 8. Oh, Day 8, April 28. Oo. Sakto lang. Kung aadikin ko siya, sakto makukuha ko yung enough para makuha si Chichiri. Tsaka yung Garnet Brodax naman, nasimulan ko ng, nakuha ko na. Kukunin ko lang yung mga pang-uncap ng hanggang 5 star niya. Then, okay na. Ma-unlock ko na siya. Oh, malapit siya kay ano. Sus Mariosep, napakawalang kwenta. Ganun na yon. Ganun kadali. Labanan si Arlecchino. Mahirap na yon. Hindi man lang umaatake yung characters ko. Nag-i-skill lang ako. Actually, pag-eksperimentuhan pa natin ibang team. Yung pinaka-demonyo kong team. Pinaka-demonyo kong team. Ayoko nung Cleaver dyan dahil mahirap. Sige lang. Pa-end na rin naman na ako eh. Gusto ko lang paglaruan si Arlecchino dahil nahihinaan ako masyado. Trash talk malala. Nahinaan.
Why do so many people?
Actually, kailangan ko pala mag-ano muna pala ako. Artifact hunt. Hindi naman ako mag-artifact hunt nung kay ano muna. Nung kay Arlecchino. Kung yun man maging artifact ni Toran, hindi ko pa rin gagamitin. Kasi bibuild ko muna eh. Nagbibuild pa ako ng nobilet. Mahina! Pero mahina kasi healing nung team na to. Si Charlotte lang healing. Hindi naman kasi kalakasan mag-heal si
Solidify!
This one's got your name on it.
Stabilize! I will have order!
Feeling lucky? Hiya! Ha! Nah! Nah! Coming at ya!
Ay. Masyadong madali. Hanggat hindi nahihirapan yung ko, yung Pokemon team, walang mahirap. Asan yung Yami? Ito si Yami. Asan si... Then... Alam ko may bagong artifact. Pucha, Golden Troop na nga binibigay na recommendation. Naisip nyo din, no? Ba akong EM? Gawin ko kaya full EM na facial. Full EM na facial, pero naka-ano. Ay, hindi. Nag-aggravate ako eh. I mean, sure, malakas sa Hyper Bloom. Pero, mas effective kung nag-aggravate eh. Or kay Yami ko i-asa yung aggravate. I-fish ang either way, no? Ano ba? Stats? Naka-stringless ka na. Oo. Naka-stringless ka eh. Iasa ko na sa'yo ito. Sige. Golden Troop. Novelet muna. Sana? Ang ina. Kaya na natin to. Weak. Weak. Hindi ko gagamitin to. I am not using that. Ang pangit! Ang pangit! Taba ako ng double crit. Taba akong plus 4. Pwede. So, kung may crit rate. Sige. Kaya na natin. Ang ina nito. Papakain tayo ng mga basura. Basura! Shit pala. Dami kong shit. Dendro. Rayo. Tak. Ayun na yun. Yan. Kain. Kain. Kain din. Kain din. Oo, Def na lang. F. Double dip! Sige, nobilet ah. Either way, parehong pointless. Either way, both are pointless. Ano pala ako para kay ano? Okay. Isa pa. Tabasan mo ako ng plus 20. Hindi ko na to gagamitin. Joke lang. Baka pala gamitin ko to. Joke lang, yun siya.
Hoy, may Pokemon!
Wala akong pyro damage na ano, tapon. Lahat sila copium. Ang ina. Pucha, dami kong copium ah. Hello, Biscuit. Welcome to the stream. And na, actually, pa-end na ako. Naghahanap lang ako ng, pang plus 20 dito. Saan ko kung copium ba to o hindi. Ayan. Tapos, babawas lang ako artifact dahil punong-puno na sila. Kamusta ba? Nag-rolls ka ba kay Arlecchino? Nag-skip ka ba? Gaya ko ba? Hindi, pang ano to? Pang novelet to. Gusto ko rin i-build si Noel eh. Kaso, ang basura nung nung domain na yun. Nung artifacts niya sa akin. Skip for Cloran. Ah, yeah. Yan. Pero ako hindi naman skip for Cloran. Skip talaga ako kahit hindi si Cloran ang next banner. Skip Arle ko eh. Di ko I like her personality. Di ko lang talaga siya trip. Normally, yung mommy type na ganun, trip ko dapat eh. Kaso hindi ko siya trip eh. Parang ang intimidating niya sa skip today. Pull for so may bala kang i-pull in the future. Ako, magkaiba tayo. Complete skip ako. Anytime. Pero pupull ko siya just in case si Columbina hindi playable. Pag hindi playable ang Damslet, si Arlecchino na next choice ko. Wala talaga, no? Daming copium! Dami kong copium builds. Oh. Puro copium. Tayo, def percent. Ko, def percent. Wala eh. Putak yan! Mas mataas. Crit damage, pero 30. 31.1 tas kung ilan man to. Ay, na. Healing bonus. Gusto ko may ER. Healing bonus. Kaya na natin to kasi wala siyang ER. Alam ko sa sarili ko, gusto ko yung may ER. 50 yan! Ang pangit! 31. 25. So, at least mga 6% increase pa. 46. 36. 46 plus 36. 80. Taas! Masyado mataas! Bubilet. Kailangan ko pang mapalitan yung ano. Ito okay na to eh. Ito kailangan mapalitan pa to eh. Actually, why not? Diba? Maghahunt pa rin naman ako dito. So, ubusin na natin yung damage na. Ano? Basura naman eh. So, maghahunt pa rin ako. Either way, maghahunt pa rin ako. Nagkaiba lang. Kailan ko i-hunt? Yung plus 20 na yun. Bilet! Nice, ma'am. Actually, kay Lini to eh. Yun! 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 Basta mag-crit damage! Acceptable. Masyadong mataas yung ano eh. Tayo na Lini. Ikaw din eh. Meron pala akong mas maganda. Actually, equip na natin sa iyo yun. Attack pala. Bobo. Yun pala yung goblet. So, wala nga. Bakit kasi Ina. Gubilit. Pag eto, naging crit damage pa rin. Goods yan. Ito. Kailangan pang mapalitan. Okay. Gubilit, di pa rin tayo satisfied. Kailangan ano. Okay na to eh. 70% na to. Libre kasi yung 36%
My time
lang.
with the Spina has taught me that carrying unreliable weapon.
Raran pa ba? 150.
It's worse than not carrying one at all.
Astra.
Yoo-hoo! Hard-hitting exclusive! Let the world collide! Fire! Well, with rocks. Hey there!
Gather! This is order.
Umbrella warfare, I guess!
Bibigay si Marichusi. Ba? Hindi nga binigay Marichusi. Tapos ang story ni Arlecchino. Mahina yung boss ng Arlecchino. Trash talk malala. Mahina. Masyadong madali. Actually, umaasa ako nandito siya. Pero since wala, edi wala.
Hoy, may Pokemon!
Anyway, again, that's it for this stream. Natamad na ako. At tayo nang i-raid natin. Kung may mare-raid man. Okay, dapat niya. Happy, baby. Train car na dito.
I really want to go traveling. I don't mind where we go, as long as I have my friends with me.
Tayo. Bata na rin.
Oh,
Ilang hours na yun? 3 hours. Okay na yan. Mentor lark ko na lang kayo ipapa. Kasi dun din ako pupunta mamaya-maya. So, for now, yun lang muna sa stream na to. Tuloy ko to bukas. Habang mag-GBF pa ako ng adik-adik. And, iisip pa rin. Actually, babagawin ko na yung sinasabi ko sa end live eh. Kay Atek. Kay Atek Lem na lang. Hindi ko to maaabot. Sorry, Mentor Lar. Pagpalit mo na kita kay Atek Lem, ha?
It was designed by my mother. Have you noticed how it's shaped like a heart?
And so, anyway, guys. Enjoy lang kayo. Diyan. Good luck sa gacha game. And, ano ba? Maganda. Wala talaga ako maisip pa na end message. Papalitan ko eh. Basta enjoy kayo dyan. Luck sa gacha game. Sa RNGs nyo. And GG. Bye-bye! Raid tayo kay ate ko.
time with the Spina has taught me that carrying an unreliable weapon is worse than not carrying one at all. Oh, oh, mm. I do love Spina di Rosula's logo. It was designed by my mother. Have you noticed how it's shaped like a heart? I really want to go traveling. I don't mind where we go, as long as I have my friends with me. Oh, oh, mm. My time with the Spina has taught me that carrying an unreliable weapon is worse than not carrying one at all. Oh, oh, mm. I do love Spina di Rosula's logo. It was designed by my mother. Have you noticed how it's shaped like a heart? Oh. Oh. Mm. My time with the Spina has taught me that carrying an unreliable weapon is worse than not carrying one at all. Oh. Oh. Mm. I do love Spina di Rosula's logo. It was designed by my mother. Have you noticed how it's shaped like a heart?